Hey everyone, so here we are for another great ELDOA session. Let's get moving. Let's swing those arms back and forth and bring those knees up. Let's get some action and let's get some heat in the body. I'm going to bring that down a little bit just where you guys can see my legs. All right, bring those knees up, swing those arms, lengthening the spine. And we're going to start punching with our arms. Make a fist, punch forward, fist, side, fist, up. So as you extend your arm, you can also open your hands, kind of like give me like a stop sign. And keep moving. Warming up the shoulder, the hips. Bring the heart rate up. Doing good. All right, let's go for 2 more. Let's go front, side, up, again, front, side, and up. Really good. Take a deep inhale, bring your arms up. Keep your spine straight, pushing your fingertips towards the ceiling, one arm after the other. And release. Good. Arms are loose. Feet wide apart, even a little wider, soft knee. Let's start swinging side to side. You can lift your heels every time a little deeper, a little higher, to rotate a little deeper. And just let those arms swing. We're warming up the spine. Today we're going to do mostly exercises on the spine. The entire spine. We're going to finish with the L5, S1 on your lumbar sacrum. So we're going to need a wall at one point. So if you guys can grab a wall at the end of the class, and just find a wall. All right, feet hip width apart. Let's start with the feet. I like to do that exercise and we don't get to do it oftentimes. So bend those knees. Flex the feet and just put your weight on your big toe. Then moving the weight to the little pinky so your knee can move towards the side. And again on the toes, same leg. And changing side. And just allow you, or listen to your body, see where it feels good, maybe putting a little pressure on the little pinky, maybe putting a little pressure on the big toe. Good. Now you can fully extend those toes. So here what I'm doing, I put the big toe down, I put a little bit pressure. And again, we can go from the big toe to the little one and change side. Here warming up the articulation of the feet and also of your ankle. All right, and then you can push the ankle a little bit towards the outside. Good. Let's bring the knees together. Push your hips back, hand on your knees without putting too much pressure. Let's move up to the knees. While you do that, try to keep a long spine. So we're going to keep a belly button into the rib cage, align the lumbar spine, and be aware of your neck. Which means I don't want to look up. When I look up, here I'm extending too much. I want to make sure to keep a long spine. 2 more. And then we're switching direction, going the other way. Two more. All right, and release. Back to standing. Flex the knee, flex the foot, and swing that leg. If you guys need a wall, if you need a chair, anything, you can even take a broomstick, whatever to work to feel better balanced, to have a better balance. Here we're still working the same leg, I'm just moving direction. This way you guys can see me better. Trying to keep the hips and the chest facing forward. And really allow here your spine to move, your hips to go in a retroversion, and anterior tilt, posterior tilt, 2 more. Keep the knee in front of the hip. Foot goes in and out. Inter rotation and external rotation. 2 more. All right, extend the leg and lift up the leg. Abduction, abduction. All right, guys, keep the leg extended. Foot is flexed. Doing good. Give me 2 more. Last one. And shake it out. By now, your glutes should be nice and warm. The glutes from the opposite leg, from the standing leg. So we're going to do the same exercise on the other leg, flexing the knee, flexing the foot, and let it swing. Doing good. Hips facing forward, chest is open. I move on the side, this is where you guys can see me better, and also my cable won't be on my way. 2 more. All right, keep the knee in front of the hips, rotate internal rotation and external rotation. Find your balance. Two more. And release. Extend the leg, keep the leg extended, keep the foot flexed, lateral raise. Feel strong on the standing leg. Very good, give me 2. Last one, and release. Awesome, you can shake those legs. Very good, we're gonna move up to the shoulder and the upper spine, feet up with the force. Let's go in an internal rotation with the legs. So moving from the hips, you still wanna push the coccyx down, bring that belly button into the rib cage, chin parallel to the floor. Extend both arms, extend the wrist, external rotation with the arm, take a deep inhale. As we exhale, we're gonna push down with the palms. Imagine you wanna push the crown of your head towards the ceiling. And pushing your coccyx down, pushing your hands down, making yourself nice and tall. Try to be aware of your neck. So here we want to align the cervical spine with the rest of the spine. We don't want to have the head pushing forward. Stay there a little longer. Now bring your arms parallel to the floor. Long spine. Keep pushing through the palms. Doing good. And we're gonna bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Keep that extension of your wrist. So here, I'm kind of like, I could bring the arms up, but I just wanna be gentle, so my arms are open. Imagine you have a tray on your hand and you wanna push that towards the ceiling. Let's go again forward. Keep that external rotation with the arms and going down and release. Flex the elbow, hands are facing each other, both arms at the same time, external rotation and internal rotation. Here, working on the shoulders. Try to keep your elbow close to your hips. Doing good. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Last one. All right, now alternating one arm after the other, tap in your back. It's the top of your hand, tapping in your back. Still work on the spine, lengthening, and here follow your range of motion, which means if that's enough, sacrum is enough, that's okay. If you can go a little higher, it's more challenging. So whatever works for you, follow your range of motion. 2 more, which means maximum amplitude with no pain. All right, and release. Relax the legs. Feet hip width apart. We're gonna extend one arm forward. Make like a stop with your hand. External rotation. Soft knee. Hips are facing forward. The other arm is facing back. Take an inhale, and you're gonna push forward with the hands and push back with the other, and then change. So here, there's a rotation happening on your thoracic spine. My hips are not moving. I'm going a little closer just to see what's happening here. I'm showing you from the side. So my chest is rotating, facing one the side and one to the other side, but my hips are not moving. Try to stabilize this hip. Here we're working on the mobility of your thoracic spine. And you can exhale as you extend. Try to keep your chest open. We avoid bringing your chest forward. So you see, here I'm not pushing with my chin. I keep my chin in. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 6, 3, 2, last one. All right, very good. Bring back those legs into an internal rotation. Push your coccyx down, tummy in. One hand behind your head. Extend the other arm. External rotation with the arm. Take a deep inhale. Here, bring the elbow towards the ceiling and the hands pushing down. Back to center. And same side, you guys. Gonna give me 10 more from now. So we're doing 12 all together. Inhale, center. Exhale, down. Again, hips, chest facing forward. Keep your chin in. Doing good. Pushing your palm down. Try to keep the external rotation with the arm. All right, really good, guy. Let's change side. External rotation with the arm. Hand behind your head. And bring that elbow up as you push down with the hand. Hips are not moving. Same here, follow your range of motion. Some people will be more flexible than some other. You don't want to force it. You just want to work on the full range with no pain. Doing good. Once you did the 12, you can take a break. I think I have one more to go. All right, and release. Give me some shoulder rolls. So we're first gonna shrug really hard, squeezing your shoulder up close to your ears. Then we're gonna push the shoulder back, squeezing the shoulder blade together, and then pushing them down. Again, forward, open the space between your shoulder blade. Shrug, up, back, down. Okay, let's try to be a little more smooth here, but I really want you to think about opening the space between your shoulder blade, shrugging up, and closing, squeezing the shoulder blade together. Give me 2 more in that same direction, and then going reverse. Shrug, open the space between your back and down, squeeze shoulder blade together. Again, give me 2 more. All right, very good, shake it up. Feet hip width apart. We're gonna work on the spine here, going forward into a flexion and then coming up into an extension. So I really want you guys to think about flexing the spine, the vertebrae one after the other, versus to doing the exercise from the hips, right? So it's not a hinge, we're not hinging forward. We're actually gonna put the hands on your quads, chin on your chest, and we're gonna go forward, actually down with the hands and flexing one vertebrae after the other. So take your time, keep your chin on your chest, keep your cervical spine flexed, then going down to your thoracic spine. And then without hinging from the hips, flexing the lumbar spine. Keep your chin on your chest. You can close your mouth. Keep breathing through the nose. And look at your belly button. Keep your eyes open. And then slowly coming up, take your time. All right, well done. Let's do it one more time. This time, once we're gonna be down on the floor, we're gonna stay there. You're gonna try to extend your legs a little bit to create a little more tension on your posterior chain, and then we're gonna come up. So again, chin on your chest, close your mouth, look at your tummy, keep your eyes open, and let's start flexing the spine. Keep your chin on your chest. Once your hands are down on the floor, you can try to extend your legs a little more, working on the entire posterior chain, feeling the stretch in the legs, your back, and then slowly come up. You can bend the knee first when you come up. Very good, guys. All right, from here, we're gonna move down to the floor. So we're gonna do today mostly exercises on your spine, but you're still gonna feel the heat on the shoulder and on the hips. It's gonna be some gentle exercise, some pretty basic, but I want you to try to keep that spine as straight as possible, and which means it's gonna make it much harder. And I'm gonna show you two different variations. So the first one, you're gonna go into a plank, and you're gonna punch forward, trying to keep your hips and your chest facing down, which means we're not moving. We're trying to stay engaged, trying to squeeze the glutes. If this is too much for your wrist, you guys can bring your knees down, find your tabletop position, and do the same exercise with your arms. Okay, this is a modification. If the modification is too easy, you can always try to extend the other opposite leg, right? So what's more important here? Doesn't matter if you're in a full plank or high plank, I want you to keep the spine straight. I want you to squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs, and keep your chin into your chest so we don't have the head sagging down. Keep going. We're gonna hold it a little longer, 10 more seconds. Really engage your core, trying not to rotate. And then take a little break. Bring those knees down, knees are hip width apart. You can rest into a child pose. I want you to push those fingertips forward towards the front of the room. Relax your head. You can put your head down on the floor or the block. And I want you to think to push your coccyx towards the back of the room, lengthening the spine. We're going to do that exercise one more time. So remember, I showed you 3 different modifications. Take one, pick up one, which you can do easily, but still challenge yourself. Okay, if it's too difficult, do another one which you can do properly. So either high plank, you can have your feet hip width apart, punch forward, alternating, or knees, hands down. You can do the same exercise. Here we're adding the legs. Or you can just stay in a tabletop position and punch forward. Remember your spine. Okay? Long spine. Exhale as you extend that arm. Give me 10 more. 1 repetition is right arm and left arm. Chin in. Once you're done, here you can rest your knees again into a child pose. Maybe this time we can go a little wider. So knee kind of like on the edge. And try to go a little lower, which means since your knees are wider, you have a little more space to bring your chest down, to bring your belly down, and to extend your arms. You should feel the stretch also on your armpit. Pushing the fingertip towards the front of the room and the tailbone towards the back of the room. All right, guys, from here, we're going down to Cobra. So Cobra is a yoga position. We're laying on the belly, feet stays on the floor the entire time. You're gonna start with your elbow on the floor in a cactus arm position. Cactus arm, this is a cactus arm, 90-degree elbow, same level than the shoulder. So I'll be laying on my belly with that position, resting my hands and my elbow on the floor. Toes on the floor. Face down, take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, just lift your chest, elbow and hands on the floor. And then from here, you're gonna lift your hand and your elbow. And relax. All right, you guys are gonna give me 15 repetitions of those. So inhale, lift your chest, hands and elbow on the floor. Exhale, lift, hands and elbow. You can squeeze your scapula together, squeeze your glutes, hold it for 2-3 seconds, and down. You got it. Inhale, chest up, feeling your upper back working, your muscles, and then lift arm, shoulder, squeeze your scapula together, and relax. Go at your own pace. Remember the movement is first chest up, and then adding the arms. Toes stays on the floor. You can squeeze your glutes. If you guys want to challenge yourself, you can bring the legs together and squeeze your legs together, working at the same time on the inner thigh. And if it's too easy, you guys can always come up a little higher. You can always hold it for a little longer, but make sure you relax in your head, which means you don't look in front of you or up. You really don't want to put stress behind your neck, on your neck. Keep going, guys. Doing 15 all together. And we're just going to do that exercise once, really to target upper back muscles and lower back. This way later for the ELDOA, those muscles are nice and warm. And we can go a little deeper in the movement, in the exercise. Remember, when your chest is up and when your elbow and hands are up, try to squeeze the scapula together. Try to squeeze the shoulder blade together. Like if you have a pen between your shoulder blade and you want to squeeze it. You're going to do 2 more. And release, really good. Here, guys, we're going to go right away in a tabletop position. We're going to take a deep inhale, opening the chest, pushing the coccyx towards the ceiling, rounding you back. And as you exhale, tilting your tailbone under, rounding your lower back, your upper back, and your cervical spine. So we're going to do a couple rounds of cat and cow. We're really trying to create some awareness about how your spine is moving. Not just doing the movement because you heard that it's good for you. Try to listen to your body to see which part of the spine is moving and maybe which one is not moving as much. And just be aware. 2 more. Use your breath. Last one. And then take a little break in a child pose. Just relax here. You can even wrap your arms around your ankles. Just relax in the shoulders. You can put your head on a block, or put your head on a pillow, or head on the floor. All right, guys, we're gonna move to the next exercise here. It's gonna be a great exercise to open, to create some, open the thoracic spine, work on the mobility of that part. So you'll be in that low lunge position, which means your back knee is on the floor. If you guys need, you can either put a little pillow underneath, you can jump on the mat. And I suggest for you guys who hurt yourself, or who have a little injury, grab a chair. Grab a chair to hold yourself, or have a wall handy. Here, hips are facing forward, chest facing forward. I'm gonna extend one arm forward, extend the other arm back. Doesn't matter which one is forward and which one is back, because we're gonna keep moving. So here my hip stays facing forward, and I really wanna try here, my fingers that are wiggling, moving them forward, the other one back, trying to open the chest towards the side. That's the side, okay? Then we're gonna bring the hands to the heart and change side. So this is the reason you guys wanna feel stable on your knee and foot, and you wanna keep those hips facing forward. We're working on the mobility from the thoracic spine. So don't worry about the arms. What I want you to concentrate on is your chest facing one side and the other, but your hips are not moving. So we're gonna do 10 of those, and then we're gonna take a break and we're gonna switch legs. Keep going, I just wanna move sideways, this way you guys can see me better. 2 more on that side. And release. You can take a break. You can either roll on your back, hug your knees, or you can just stay in a sitting position. Just take a little break. And then we're going to move to the other leg. So same exercise. Let's just switch leg. The other one is forward. Hips, knee align, long spine, chin in, which means I don't want to bring my chest facing forward. I really want to make sure that my chest is parallel to the wall in front of me. Let's get started. Open your arm as a T, letter T, chest is facing the side. So here I'm facing you guys. And then I'm showing you my back. Hips are facing forward, hips are not moving. And here we need to stay engaged to work on the core muscles to stay stable. This is the reason if you guys need a chair, grab a chair next to you. Or stay close to a wall. Doing good. Give me 2. Really try to turn your chest towards the side without turning the hips. All right, and take a little break here. Knees hip width apart. We're gonna rise into a child pose. And I want you to step your hands 45 degrees into a twisted child pose. So if your hands on the right side, think about pushing the left palm down towards the floor. This way you're gonna feel a nice stretch on the left side of your body. Back to center and change side. Back to center. And slowly move into a sitting position. Well done, guys. We're gonna start with the first ELDOA exercises. If you guys need a little water, grab some water. So we're gonna start with T12 L1. So T12 is the last vertebrae on your thoracic spine. L1 is the first vertebrae on your lumbar spine. So we're gonna create space. If you guys wanna grab your ribs here, okay, you feel the rib. So follow them and then move back. Here a little lower then, and here that's where you should feel T12 L1. So starting in a sitting position, bring those legs forward, extend the leg. We're gonna move the left leg 45 degrees, and we're gonna move the right knee into the chest. Make sure you're sitting on your hip bone, on both hip bone, and you're not twisted. Also make sure your chest and your hips are facing forward. Drop that right knee on the side, and just look at that right heel. Make sure that the right heel is actually in line with your hip bone, which is touching the floor. Let's bring the toes up. So we're flexing the feet, both feet, and we're rotating internally that left leg. But again, make sure that while you do that, you're not shifting. You still face forward, especially the hip. Long spine, extend both arms, extend the wrist, external rotation with the arm. We're actually gonna drop the left arm on the leg, on the leg, just relaxing. So my leg, which is extended, same arm is relaxed. Then we're gonna bring the right arm up towards the ceiling, and then we're gonna move it down more than 90 degrees. So that's a position. So let's try creating some space here, pushing that left heel away from the hip, pushing that right arm, opposite arm, 45 degrees, and pushing towards the side, creating some space. Bring that belly button up, into the rib cage. Keep that chin in, trying to create as much tension as possible. Keep breathing. Chest is facing forward, hips are facing forward. Maximum tension. Really work on that leg, pushing the heel away from the hips. And here the right arm pushing the palm away from the shoulder. And slowly release. Very good, guys. All right, if you want, you can always roll on your back, hug your knees, take a little break. And we're gonna do the same exercise, the same ELDOA on the other side, T12, L1. Remember, all the ELDOA from your thoracic spine, we need to do them twice, once on the right side and then on the left side, because the thoracic spine, to create this decoarctation, we need some fascia tension, some resistance going up and down, and some rotation. Okay, your thoracic spine is the only part of your spine which is supposed to be mobile. The other part is supposed to be strong. So let's do the same exercise on the other side. Extend the right leg, abduction of the leg, internal rotation, drop that left knee down, chest, hips facing forward, extend that right leg as much as possible and rotate it inside, internal rotation. Right arm is relaxed, left arm is expanded, extend the wrist. We're gonna bring the arm up towards the ceiling and then move it down. So here creating the tension by lengthening the spine, pushing the palm towards the side, pushing your heel towards the front, pushing it away from that hips. We're still keeping the hips and the chest facing forward. Long spine, keep your chin in. Try to lengthen the spine. Imagine you have a rug from the crown of your head and you really want to lengthen the spine. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Very good, guys. You can hug your knees, roll on your back before we move to the next one. Or you can grab water. All right, the next ELDOA will be T7, T8. Actually, there are two ELDOA on that area, T6, T7, and T7, T8, which there is no rotation, which means there's only one ELDOA for that, those two vertebrae. So here, starting position, feet hip width apart. We're gonna bring the knees into the chest. Your feet are aligned with your hip bone. Here, really working on the spine. So I'd like you to bring those knees as close as possible as you can, while keeping an alignment with the spine. Which means if you see me from the side, here my knee are really close from my chest, but as soon as I let go of my arms, I'm rounding my back. It's difficult for me to keep that alignment. So I'm gonna move my heels a little to the floor. Okay, that's the maximum flexion I can keep in my knee and keep my straight back. So see what works for you. And I want you guys to push your arch, your feet down into the floor to avoid through the exercise that your knee falling in abduction. So you want to keep your knees in line with the chest. Long spine, work on your chin or on your chest, keep your chin on your chest, work on the cervical spine and pushing the top of your head towards the ceiling. Extend your arms forward, extend the wrist, and we're gonna bring the arms up, biceps close to the ears, and just as we did before, open your arms much more than 90 degrees. So that's more or less 90 degrees, one with angle, one with the other. So we're gonna wanna go a little more. All right, this is your position. We're gonna hold it for 50 seconds. Remember, we wanna push the arch of the feet down towards the floor. Keep your knees in front of the chest. Relax your shoulder. We don't want to shrug while doing that. Pushing your palms towards the side. All right, you're gonna keep that position 20 more seconds, lengthening the spine, pushing your hip bone down towards the floor, pushing your head towards the ceiling. Give me 10 more seconds, trying to create as much tension as possible. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. You can hug your knees into your chest and give yourself a little break. All right, guys, next exercise will be an ELDOA for your cervical spine. So you guys can actually stay on your back, or you can sit down watching me first, looking at the exercise, and then we're gonna do it together. So here I'm on my back, really important, bring this belly button into your rib cage, pushing your lower back into the floor, knees hip width apart, dorsiflexion of the feet, and interior rotation of the leg, which means the big toes are looking at each other. Chin in, gaze at your knees. You're gonna extend your arms above your chest, just as you do a chest press. External rotation with your arms. And here you're gonna lift your head only 1 inch off the floor. So it's not much. Okay, let me get my timer. You guys have time to go into the position. Make sure that you're really pushing your lumbar spine down and that you lift your head only 1 inch. As soon as you're gonna lift your head more than 1 inch, that's what's happening. And here we're not creating any decoaction between C4 and C5. So you guys get ready. Here we go. You guys gonna get ready. Pushing your lumbar spine into the floor. Bring the belly button into the rib cage. Dorsiflexion of the feet. The toes are facing each other. Keep your chin in. Look at your knees. And really creating the tension by pushing those palms towards the ceiling. And maybe bring your head a little lower. If you don't feel your hair touching the floor, it means it's way too high. Okay, this is 1 inch that we want to bring the head up. So sometime I remember at class when we were doing that exercise together, it was kind of like 1 foot. So bring your head a little lower and let's try to hold it for 10 more seconds, trying to create as much tension as possible. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Very good, guys. You can stay there. You guys can stay on your back, hug one knee, and extend the opposite leg. Keep your heel on the floor. Keep your lower back on the floor and try to hug the knee as much as possible and pushing the knee from the opposite leg towards the floor. Here we're just stretching the hips. So all the exercise we did, I'm sure you saw us, your hip flexor is a little tight. You can change side, so grab the right knee into your chest, hug it tight, and try to push that left knee down towards the floor. The left leg is extended. Also keep your lumbar spine down. All right, and take a little break here. We're gonna go back down to the lumbar spine and to the sacrum. We're gonna do L5, S1. So that's where we need a wall. If you guys have to move around, grab your mat with you, make sure you can hear me. And it doesn't matter if the camera is not facing you, don't worry. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. So I see some of you are moving around. So the exercise against the wall, obviously you're gonna have to put your feet against the wall and you back on the floor. So here, the easiest way to do that is you guys go into fitness pose, bring your knees into your chest, and bring your bum as close as possible from the wall. You need to keep you back on the floor. You guys can watch me first and then go into the position. You need to keep your bum against the wall. So, which means my lower back is in contact with the floor and my bum is touching the wall. All right, I hope you guys are there. Then from here, we're gonna extend the legs. Try to give me full extension or maximum extension. Feet stays hip width apart. Dorsiflexion of the feet, so bring those toes against your nose or in the direction of the nose. And then really important, internal rotation. Okay, you should feel the stretch now on your hamstring, which is good. So legs are in a good position. Bring that belly button into the rib cage and push your lower spine towards the floor. Bring your chin into your chest. So I'm just getting my timer. Chin into your chest. Extend your arm above your chest. Extend the wrist. External rotation with the arms. Then we're going to bring those arms back. Try to bring your biceps as close as possible from the ears. And from here, we're going to try to create as much space as possible by creating some fascia tension and some muscle stretch. So this is your position. Just going to start the timer. This is your position. Pushing your heels towards the ceiling, pushing your arms back, and your head is on the floor. Keep your chin on your chest, and you want to gaze at your knees. Here we go. We're going to try to hold that position for 50 seconds. Very important to keep the lower back on the floor, pushing your heels towards the ceiling, and pushing your arms towards the back. Biceps close to your ears. Chin in. Keep breathing. Keep your eyes open. Stay there. We're going to hold it a little longer. 20 more seconds. Maximum tension. Come on, guys. Keep breathing. 10 more seconds. Lower spine on the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly release. You can bring one arm after the other into your chest. Then one knee after the other. Give yourself a nice hug. And from here, we're going to roll knees and chest towards the right side. Go slowly. And then slowly move yourself away from the wall. You can lay down into Shavasana. Extend your legs, extend your arms. You can close your eyes. And here we're going to connect with the breath, trying to slow down on the exhale. Relax your hips. Relax your shoulders. Relax the entire body. Slowly you can bring your knees into your chest. And you can roll on the right side. And slowly bring you in a sitting position. Take your time if you need. We're going to do one breathing exercise from here. So this is an exercise I love to do. It's called box breathing. You guys probably heard about. It's great to bring your parasympathetic nervous system down. So it's when you stress. It's a very great way also to create more awareness. The SEALs Army are using it. So we're gonna inhale. Let's start slowly. We're gonna inhale for 2 seconds. We're gonna hold it for 2 seconds. And then we're gonna exhale for 2 seconds. And hold it for 2 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna start counting. And then you guys do the same exercise in your head. If you guys want to increase that number, 3 seconds or 4 seconds, you can. So just sit nice and tall. Let's inhale for 1, 2, hold, 1, 2, exhale, 1, 2, hold, 1, 2, inhale, 2, hold, 2, exhale, 2, hold, 2. Now keep going in your head, you can count. Do one more round. And let's just breathe slowly, inhale and out. If you guys probably heard me breathing, I was doing the exercise for 5 seconds. Just difficult for me to do it for 2. Once you start doing it, you can really get into it. It's like after my morning meditation, I do that exercise and I do it for 10 seconds. And it's great how you can really improve. It's going to improve your lung capacity, and it just also allow you to calm down and to be more concentrated and more focused and more productive during the day. So give it a try. There's some app on the phone. I know it's hard at the beginning to count in your head, so you can just have like a bing, bing, bing. Try it out, see what works for you, and you'll be surprised how you can really work it out up into being able to inhale and exhale for longer. And the exhale, bring your heart rate down, and it really allows her to relax. So give it a try, see how it works for you. If you want, give me your feedback. And thank you guys. Don't forget to get some water. I hope you guys enjoyed the class today. And I will see you on Friday. Thank you guys.
Salut mon ami, merci.